I'm just looking forward to getting the season started. I think it'll be a great experience, and I think I came to the best team possible, and I'm just looking forward to going in and learning as much as I can, hopefully helping the Sixers as much as possible.
As Tony Irving reports, in 1984, Charles was more the butt of jokes than the center of attention.
And I guess the first time in our history we've had 2 picks in the top 10, and we think the draft broke perfectly for us. We were hoping it would come this way, to get a Barkley at 5, and Wood was the guy we wanted at 10. Everything fell into place perfectly, and we just feel very pleased with what's happened.
The 1984 NBA draft was a day of optimism for the Sixers. They had the 5th choice. That choice turned out to be a 280-pound forward from Auburn University. It was also a day of laughter.
You know, when the minute he walks down Broad Street, it's going to instantly become a one-way street. You know, that's just the way he is. And when he goes swimming, you got to worry about him getting harpooned. You know, he's just a giant of a man. It took the giant redwoods 200 years to grow a girth like that, but we're pleased with him. 6'6", sure, you'd like him to be 6'9". If he was 6'9", he'd have probably been the first pick in the draft.
Did you clear those jokes with him?
Not yet. You guys are going to have some good copy with him.
As the Sixers waited for Barkley to arrive from New York, General Manager Pat Williams continued to amuse.
He came in yesterday wearing a form-fitting poncho, which concerned us a little bit, but we'll...
265, what they think is your best, or what you think is your best?
That's what I think is my best. They think maybe 260, but I think 265.
What will you do to lose that weight?
Just more or less just get on a strict program. It just take a lot of concentration for a long period of time. Be careful what you eat and how often you eat and how hard you work out.
Has weight ever been a problem for you before?
No, sir, not really.
2 months later, he was officially a 76er, having signed his first NBA contract. It was now time to display his talents on the court, and Barkley did not disappoint. This was his first NBA field goal, just the prelude of what was to come in his rookie year.
Doc loops it ahead of Barkley. Here he comes. Charles to the hole. He scores. Boy, he just bolted by people.
And there's the case for the collapsible rim being a factor.
Rebound, Barkley. Charles running. Billy screaming, shoot it. Charles threw it with his left. Oh, my God. It counts. I don't believe that play.
Wants to limp back into the game, but Billy Cunningham grabs him and tells him no, a substitution as Bobby Jones goes in.
The coach of the Sixers in 1984 was Billy Cunningham. As you might imagine, it was not smooth sailing for Billy or Charles Barkley. It was Cunningham's responsibility to teach Charles the meaning of life in the NBA.
Charles demanded a lot of time. As I mentioned, you know, here was someone 283, did not have a real good work ethic. And those are things that we had to constantly make Charles aware of. And, you know, now he's a pretty good basketball player. So I guess maybe it wasn't the best situation and ideal for him, but my job as a coach was to try and help him to become the best player he possibly could be. 8
years later, it's safe to assume that Cunningham got Barkley off on the right track. As a 5-time All-Star, a rebounding champion, a future Olympian, Charles Barkley has come a long way since the round mound of rebound.
Tipping the scales, the latest at 300 pounds. He is one of the most exciting players to come out of college. And he now will be alongside Julius Erving and Moses Malone in the city of brotherly love.